That's a great idea. You should start a company. You know, those things grow. But I imagine we're off. Good. Oh, what you do? Connor. Okay. Yeah.
So I saw it this morning, but I didn't get the Washington.
Yeah. I don't know if I can be I haven't seen that. I go for it.
Yeah, so yeah, then I
Yeah. As soon as I walk in the door, well, coming back,
It's the only real strong, strong release.
Maybe I'll get there.
So you'll read that.
Yeah, northern.
You like some? We're very fortunate. Anybody else? No.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nurse Center.
One on the way. March 8th. I'm still here. You're feeling better. That's what they tell son. Expecting a kid, apparently. Yeah. A kid, just a kid. He grew up. Some of them.
Good idea.
It really is.
Okay, number 5. This meeting of public hospital to September 4th, King County Board of Commissioners is called to order on Thursday, March 3rd, 2016 at the Snoqualmie City Hall Council Chambers, Snoqualmie, Washington. We'll begin tonight with the Pledge of Allegiance first. Will you please rise with me? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The clerk will now call the roll.
President Norris.
Here.
Vice President Young. Here. Secretary Spikers.
Here.
Commissioner Herron.
Here.
Commissioner Hall.
Here.
A quorum is present. Our next item of business is approval of the minutes. You have the report, the agenda, yes. Approval of the agenda.
I would make a motion to amend the agenda.
How would you like to amend the agenda?
Add number 5, other,
Is this new business?
under new business, yes,
It would be 6 under new business, correct?
yes, it would be a board directive to CEO Roger McCullum.
Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Is there any opposed? So moved. The agenda is amended.
Madam Chair,
Yes,
we have the habit of putting in words that sometimes bias the discussion, like under new business, item 4, it says approving severance agreement. What all other organizations that I know of do is just say severance agreement or consideration of severance agreement, because this is really approving or disapproving of the severance agreement. But by saying just approving the severance agreement biases the discussion. We're the only organization I know that casts it that. So I'd like to just have that changed to consideration of a severance agreement.
motions need to be phrased in a positive way. So are we going to say that we are approved? That's why it says approving.
It doesn't, they don't have to be, they can just be listed as a severance agreement if you want. But the way the cities do it, it consideration of, but approving implies that
When we vote on it, so we may not approve it.
that's right. It's approving or disapproving is what we're facing.
Well, it's a motion, so a motion to approve is.
Well, I won't belabor
Wait,
the
wait,
point.
David, who has the floor? You do. Okay. We need one person at a time to speak, and I think Commissioner Pollard has already spoke. What do you want to say, David? Or Commissioner Spiker?
I think leave it as is. We still have to vote whether it is approved or not. It's just a motion, and it would be a motion for approving if it did pass. If it did not pass, obviously it would be.
Your motion fails, so you have the choice. All right, so
I-
I won't belabor the point because in the interest of time, but I'd like to discuss this with you further.
Okay, in the future. All right, in the future, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, then we will move on. Are we ready to vote on the agenda? No other changes? Well, we voted, but we first had discussion and we changed something, so now we do need to approve that we have added the agenda as amended.
Right, I move the approval of the agenda as amended.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? It passes. Okay, now the next thing that we have is, we have a group of minutes to approve. Okay, what I'd like to ask if we are willing to take the approval of the minutes, and we have a lot of minutes here. Is there any objection to considering the minutes as an en bloc, which is all the minutes together? Have we had opportunity to review the minutes?
I've had it.
I move approval of the minutes listed in block.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries. Are there any corrections or changes to any of the minutes?
Can't do that. Now we just.
Okay, oh, we did, oh yeah, we're moving on, okay. Surprise. All right. We have. All right, communications is the next thing on the list. Just, Rogers, I do have communications. I have communications that came to the board. Find it. And I did, other board members received the communication from Dr. Chan. Okay. Dr. Chan, I would like to respond. I think I did, and I don't know if you passed my response to you on to those that signed the petition or not. Did you? Okay. Because there were 67 people that sent a letter out and had a petition, and this is my response to the petition. I want to thank you for your letter and for the signatures that were offered in support for Superintendent Roger McCollum. I understand that Superintendent McCollum is very popular with his staff, which is a strong tribute to his people skills and character. There are many skills that are needed in anybody's career. It is my understanding that Superintendent McCollum was hired to be a visionary. It has been a rocky path. However, Superintendent McCollum had a vision that he met and completed with the intent to pave the way for a viable future for Snoqualmie Valley Hospital. There are both past and present King County Hospital District Board members that are proud to have worked with Superintendent McCollum. It would appear there is a need for different management skills to move the hospital district to the next stage. As commissioners, it is our responsibility to make sure the financial and emotional investment of the new hospital results in a viable medical entity that can meet the healthcare needs of our community. This must be done in an uncertain and moving target of healthcare regulations, as well as new technology. The Board of Commissioners values our super staff, and we truly do. The staff, and hope that you and your colleagues will support us as we move forward. And if any of you want to communicate with us directly, we're willing to respond and listen. But our interest is the same as yours, that this hospital district will be viable and will meet the needs of the local community. Thank you. That next order of business will be the committee reports. Commissioner Pfeiffer, you will be giving us report on finance committee.
Thank you. We had a record level in total inpatient days, 769. I don't even know how many paid. We only have 25 beds, times 31 days. We figured out how many empty bed days we had.
24.8 was our average day.
So we had very few bed days available. The drawback on that is our acute patient intake was low, and we've adjusted accordingly. Some of the emergency staff is not able to actually transition some of these patients into acute care. And what's happened is because we've had such a demand for our swing beds, we've not been able to accommodate some of the requests for acute care. So we will be leaving it open, leaving one bed open at least, I think, until we at least so we can transition, attempt to get the acute care level that is requested at a level that is at demand. So kudos to the staff on that. And so one of the things, I guess, we had an open board meeting here last Tuesday, just a couple days ago, and we talked about several items. We did have some unrestricted cash decrease last month, and that was due to the bond payment, which for the first year we have to record 2 payments per year, and January was our second payment, I believe. So that's why our unrestricted cash decreased. We don't foresee that happening in the future, except when I guess right now, we went to monthly payments on our bonds, so we won't have that fluctuation anymore. But that, if someone is taking a look at some of the actual documents, you'll find that that is why the decrease. Let's see here. We will be having a reforecast in the budget by the May board meeting, and we'll be looking at upfront versus taking interest, financing costs, and looking at specific leases, that kind of thing, to see if there's a value of paying everything up front or continuing with the lease and a finance agreement and paying the interest on the lease. So we'll be looking at that shortly. We have a capital budget change. I think it's a pretty good strategy. We had